Hey, this is Notser, and we're talking Shimakaze Supertesting. I've heard some rumors of deep water torpedoes, and also torpedo reload booster. The game in the background is me and the Fushun on the map New Dawn, and it's enjoyable. So the Shimakaze, most popular tier 10 destroyer. And it got popular because it was a torpedo-only system. They changed it, and it hasn't been the same since. Super testing deep water torpedoes. These deep water torpedoes, 20-kilometer range, 67 knots, and the kicker. The detectability is 0.8 kilometers, not 2.5, which is what's on the current system. And that's why basically no one plays it, because it's seen from space. Now, these deep water torpedoes sound insane. If it weren't for the very limited targets that are available to them. Apparently, they have omitted cruisers as well, so the deepwater torpedoes can only damage battleships and aircraft carriers. That is not how the Pan-Asians work right now. The Pan-Asian deepwater torpedoes cannot damage destroyers only. Everything else is on the table. Wargaming, let's not do that. Let's not filter out the deepwater torpedoes further. It's okay to have deep water torpedoes. I find that the Pan-Asian gameplay is fun. But let's not ask players to recognize, oh, is it a Shima with deep water? Okay. Did the Shima send torpedoes at a friendly cruiser? Oh, or maybe this is another deep water torpedo. I can't tell because they all look the same. Oh, I didn't hear a response. Oh, silly me. Yeah, okay, well what if I visually look at it? Is it going to have another icon? I don't like that. You're getting too specific wargaming. Deepwater torpedoes don't really address the core issue. The core issue is you over-nerfed the torpedoes. Straight up you did. And the excuse that the destroyers can't react. Who cares? Is this the only thing you care about? Because you certainly don't apparently care about citadeling a target from 20 kilometers away with probably 3 to 5 seconds response. What about cruisers? What about detonations? You certainly don't care that a person could be 100% and die from a random chance to blow up the ammo rack or something stupid like that. You certainly don't seem to care about that. Or how about an aircraft carrier wiping out a destroyer trying to capture a base in the first 3 to 5 minutes? You don't seem to care about that. But you cared so much about the Shimakaze decimating the poor innocent destroyers that you nerfed them into the ground. I think that is not the accurate reason why you changed it. I think you changed it because you heard too many battleships complain about Shimakaze doing damage to them. The concern that Japanese torpedoes one-shot destroyers might be valid, but I don't believe it is the primary reason for the change. I think the primary reason was, at the time, there was too many Shimakazes, and they were wiping out everyone's enjoyment of the game. And it probably felt necessary. You probably saw a lot of comments talking about how am I supposed to deal with 15 torpedoes in the water that I can barely see and they come up right on top of me and they do tons of damage. I get it. I get it. But it was the wrong move. You should have accepted that hydroacoustic, aircraft, vigilance, target acquisition, they were going to be the real solutions, and people just needed to improve at understanding the game. But you didn't. You listened to player feedback, and you ran with it. And now you're making an excuse which conveniently blames the type that was responsible for it. That sounds like something else. That sounds like the Conqueror situation. The Conqueror is really only good against one type, to the point where it feels incredibly broken, right? Battleships hate fighting the Conqueror. But you don't see Wargaming going, oh yeah, since the battleships hate it, we're going to nerf the Conqueror HE. No, they're saying, suck it up, Cupcake. Why didn't you say suck it up for the Shimakazes? Interesting. It's very interesting, you know. So the other thing they're testing is torpedo reload booster. And they said, we're never going to put this on the Shimakaze. 15's more than enough. Well, they're testing it. And I'm glad they're testing it. And I don't really care if they said, oh, 15's more than enough. 30 in the water is pretty insane, though. Now, this isn't without giving up something. Giving up smoke is significant. I can't do it. I can't do it. I get too much attention. Random battle is fun. But every single battle, I am recognized both on my team and the enemy's team. And I have no idea what the enemy's going to be saying. They could be saying, this guy needs to die. Pronto. Focus him. I have no idea. But I damn well am aware that aircraft carriers love to hover over me if I don't have a solution in defensive fire or friendlies or smoke. Well, there isn't defensive fire, and I don't have a lot of friends, so smoke is the answer for the Shimakaze and all the other Japanese destroyers that I can do it on. But torpedo reload booster, I think it's a legitimate system that should be on the table for the Japanese. Every moment that Japanese doesn't immediately use their smoke, there is a question in the enemy's mind. Is he a smoke build or is he a torpedo reload build? And that might cause the enemy player to make a mistake or spend that 1 second considering this that will cause them to take torpedoes. So I think they should absolutely consider putting in torpedo reload booster in the same manner that they've done previously. You throw out your smoke, and this is what you get. But the deep water torpedo, I just don't want Wargaming to turn this into a tool that fixes everything by just classifying it as different things. The real issue is you over-nerf the torpedoes on the Japanese, and you need to bring them back. That is the only way the Japanese feel good. Because their gun systems, they're never going to be competitive in the same sense that the Gearing, the Z-52, the Khabarovsk, the Pan-Asian one, they're just not. They're going to be one of the weakest, and that's fine, because their torpedoes are really good. Oh wait, they're not. They got one of the weakest torpedo systems in the game. I would absolutely take the Pan-Asians, the Germans, and the Americans over the Japanese. I just would. Faster torpedo rearm, and they have better concealment. And it's just the way it goes. I'm glad you're testing it, Wargaming. I really am. I'm very happy that the testing's going on, but I just don't think it's going to be the right solution. I don't think deep water torpedoes is the way to go with the Japanese. Especially hearing that you're going to be cornering off to only be battleship damage. I mean, come on. Everyone's going to jump on a Japanese more than they do now. Can you imagine how much they're going to die? I already laugh at a Japanese whenever I catch him out in any other destroyer. It's like, he's dead. He's got least amount of hit points. His gun systems have least amount of damage, traverse, all that stuff. I mean, come on. You just go into them. So I hope this was interesting. I'm curious what you think about these potential changes coming. It is super testing, so it's just for testing, but what would your reaction be if Shimakaze all of a sudden could send 30 torpedoes that were deep water and focused on battleships? It's a pretty extreme case, right? I hope everyone has a wonderful day, and I'll catch you next time.